Namaskar. Today I am going to have a review of the 16th July 2024 IIT event on digital innovation for total development. So I will go to the presentation. As you can see, the subject is digital innovation for total development. This meeting This event has taken place on 16th July 2024 in IIT Bhubaneswar. So this event has many speakers. So I will actually tell one by one the different concepts of digital innovation. We have Director IIT, we have the head of the electrical and computer science, we have Gopi Bulusu and other participants. So I will go slightly. So this was the 16th July 2024, the early morning at 10 o'clock. So all the participants have gathered and we have a chit chat among the innovators, those who have come from different parts of the country. This is a photo of the event. Where round tables are there and all the speakers were also sitting as audience. So let me now focus on my topic. My topic was digital innovation for total development. What is the objective of this event? This objective of this event is brainstorming on total development concept, development of Indian indigenous technology ecosystem, then 5G use case labs and applications in different sectors, intelligent village concept, and funding through telecom technology development fund and common intelligent village application system. So let me now go to the concept, the total development concept. This total development is divided into two parts. One is total development across all geographies, and another is total development of products in different sectors. So the first part, that is called total development across geography, can be terminalized or can be told as TODOLA, TODOLA, total development of each local area. What is a local area? Local area may be a city or a town at center surrounded by many villages. What are the main principles? The principles are knowing the local resources in depth in the local area and preparing the local talent for total development of resources for development in each sector. We will discuss in detail in the next slides. And the next part is total development in each sector. In each sector, we have agriculture, farming, animal husbandry, education, health, industry, transport, so many sectors. But in all these sectors, our objective is how we can develop the high-tech products from the raw materials side to the finished product, including hardware and software. And our focus is Indian indigenous technology. And another focus is the promotion of Indian advanced technology. And all this should happen gradually, maybe in Indian languages, because after so many years of independence, the technology development, the language use of Indian technology for Indian languages has not taken place as it should have been. So we should have developed a technology base in Indian languages. In the total development concept, we want to focus on learning technology, learning different subjects in Indian languages. So, first, our objective is developing Indian indigenous technology ecosystem. We have a terminology called Atmanirbhar Bharat. How can we get independence in technology domain? Made in India by Indians with the help of Indian academia and industries and development of indigenous capabilities that we call samarthya. And the different components of this Indian indigenous technology ecosystem. We have Indian Institute of Technology, but we should have many institutes of Indian technology. Because to be Atmanirbhar Bharat, we have to develop our own indigenous technology. This can be developed. I will be taking over the next slides. So there are different components of this ecosystem, and the different components of the ecosystem has to be connected through digital innovation. And the next step is, as I have already said, developing the Indian language system. So like TODOLA, there is another abbreviation that is called SOIL, Standard Operating System for Indian Language. And the standard is actually the Sanskrit. Because all Indian languages are connected with Sanskrit, and Sanskrit is actually a scientific language with many scientific features in it. And it will also connect to the roots of Indian ancient knowledge system. So, one of our speakers, the Gopi Bulusu, who is the CEO of Sankhya Technologies, has actually developed a device that is called Dreamchip Siddhi Digital School Bag, based on the Sanskrit operating system for Indian languages with Sanskriti code, and another concept has been called that is called Upamedha operating system. Similarly, we have invited many startups to this event. Let me now come to what are the digital innovation. This digital innovation has started from 1980s with analog voice, with fast mobile voice communication. It has further developed in 1990s to digital voice, efficient voice to reach billions. In 2000, this focus has been shifted to internet, wireless internet, and mobile data. And further research has developed into mobile broadband and emerging expansion. And now we are talking about 5G. So as you see, the 5G is in the middle, and there are many pictures surrounding the 5G. So these are actually different sectors, different technologies, different components, different systems, different ecosystems. And all this can be connected to 5G. It can be a unified, future-proof platform. And is further developed to 6G. So, as you know, Department Telecom has created 100 5G use case laboratories in different engineering institutions. And one of the engineering institutions is our IIT Bhubaneswar. In the IIT Bhubaneswar, the 5G use case lab has been set up. So within this lab, we can have different test cases to know the data transfer rate, band support, modularization and slicing, 5G standalone architecture, camera and face recognition, security testing, AR augmented reality virtual reality test cases, 5G customer premises equipment test cases, drone test cases for physical verification, for payload capacity, for obstacle detection, for GPS and NAVIC support, and other test cases like temperature and humidity sensor test, TDS sensor, IoT gateway hardware configuration, and oral NMS test. What are the features of 5G? The 5G parameters in ideal conditions are given below. The peak data rate is uplink is 10 Gbps, downlink is 20 Gbps. User experience data rate uplink is 50 Mbps, downlink is 100 Mbps. Spectrum efficiency is uplink 15 bits per second per hertz, downlink is 30 bits per second per hertz. Mobility handover speed is 500 km per hour. Connections per kilometer is 10 lakh devices per kilometer square. Area traffic capacity is 10 Mbps per meter square. Network energy efficiency 100 times more energy efficient than 4G per minute. Latency in the user plane is 1 millisecond. Control plane latency is 20 millisecond. This is just an example of 5G use cases in agriculture sector. I have written in Odia so that farmers who are not knowing English can also understand. So these are some of the use cases in agriculture sector: remote irrigation, disease and pest identification, soil health and measurement, fertilizer recommendation, meteorological services, smart warehousing, aerial spraying of fertilizers, aerial spraying of pesticides, real-time data through IoT. So one of our speaker, Rebecca Technologies, he has actually been a pioneer in 5G learning. So they have two products. One is Abbott, one is Abbott Edu. Abbott is actually a 5G use case validation and monitoring. Abbott Edu is for comprehensive 5G upskilling with virtual lab, lectures and exercises for local communities or intelligent villages. So for creating intelligent village, this can be very much useful. And as you know, this 5G use case lab has been set up in IIT Bhubaneswar by W4S company. So we will know detail about the 5G use case lab configuration and setup from the speaker from W4S. And these are some of the 5G use cases. As you see, this broadband and media everywhere, live TV at scale, events platform, on demand anything, smart vehicles and transport, autonomous vehicles, connected bus stops, connected trucks, connected cars, human machine interaction, immersive augmented reality, immersive gaming, smart sleeping posts, surveillance, smart houses, tactile internet, sensor networks, agriculture and environment, smart building and cities, consumers and utilities, critical control of remote devices, like remote control of heavy machinery, real-time process control, factory automation, remote surgery, then critical services and infrastructure control like public safety, mission critical utilities, energy active grid, mission critical utilities, water active grids. So I was actually telling about the 5G use cases. But to make Atmanirbhar Bharat, to develop the indigenous technology, we need to connect different components of the local ecosystem. For example, now we have to find out what are the technology products that we are importing and what are produced in the country and what are the produced in-house. Whether we can substitute those imports, we have to think about the different organizations, companies, educational institutions, manufacturing and infrastructure and tools, and who is using the artwork. So one organization may be producing some output. So, who is the other organization who is using that output? Each organization has an objective, take the input from another organization, process them and converts them to be output, to be the input for another organization. How they are connected, how they can be connected in a better manner. So I am just giving one example from materials to finished product. As you know, we have Institute of Minerals and Materials Technology in Bhubaneswar who are doing a lot of research on minerals and materials technology. They have synthesized quantum dots. They are actually a pioneer in minerals processing. We have also have Physics and Mathematics Institute, Institute of Physics, Institute of Mathematics. We have Indian Institute of Technology and many engineering colleges. Government departments, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Telecom, Ministry of Electronics and IT, all of them are providing many incentives, many grants for their projects. And we have a lot of management colleges, we have consultancy companies, thinkers, we have our own industries, startups, manufacturers, and major industries. So our objective is that we have to build an ecosystem in such a way that all these organizations will be connected in real-time basis, so that the research output or the product output of one organization can be used by the other organization. I'm just giving one example. In PM Gati Shakti, one sector, that is the logistics sector, has been taken. PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan is providing a multimodal connectivity infrastructure to various economic zones. PM Gati Shakti is a transformative approach for economic growth. And the approach is driven by 7 engines for transport, like railways, roads, ports, waterways, airports, mass transport, logistics infrastructure. So it means that all these 7 modes of transport can be unified. So the 5G will bring new unitary logistics and transportation approach for inventory and fleet management. Easier to track an item from point A to point B in any mode of transport. Sending urgent or time sensitive flight easier with greater accuracy. Improving data flow in a real time and analytic AI ML based supply. So whatever has happened in the transport sector, the same thing has to be happen in our 2 modes of total development. One is total development of each local area and the total development of each sector, starting from finished raw materials to finished. Now I am able to tell you this telecom technology development funds. This is notified by Department of Telecommunication on 1st October 2020. Aims to support and encourage research and development in telecom products and technologies. The objective is to achieve Atmanirbhar Bharat, aligning with the Honorable Prime Minister's call for joy mission. So presently, the event has been conducted for this concept, that is the intelligent village. This call for proposals from connectivity gaps to smart solutions, designing 5G networks for rural innovation, 5G intelligent village. It invites submission from companies, startups, R&D institutions, and academic institutions, either individually or in partnership. So these are the use cases and technology: CCTV, drones, health ATMs, air quality monitors, RFID, health sensors, AR/VR devices, IoT devices, water level sensors, weather sensors, soil, pH, NPK sensors, GPS trackers, water quality sensors, SD cameras, interactive whiteboards, and health pods. In the health sector and smart health, our objective is enhancing medical care and community well-being through health ATMs and mobile healthcare units, integrating technology and healthcare to make services more accessible and efficient. In agriculture sector, our concept is smart agriculture, implementing soil health monitoring, crop management, livestock management, aquaculture, using advanced practices and technologies. Innovation and entrepreneurship with smart education, utilizing interactive whiteboards, AR/VR labs, and IoT sensors to promote personalized learning and vocational training. Similarly, governance and smart panchayat, a technologically enhanced approach to village governance, monitoring activities, managing resources, and ensuring efficient local governance. And in the finance sector, with secure transactions, the objective is network slicing for secure transactions, developing a UPI prototype and deploying AUSF or PCF for secure slice operations, enabling secure financial transactions and minimizing cyber attacks. And in the common intelligent village application system, the objective is to for development of a unified village application platform hosted on a common artificial intelligence platform or portal with intelligent displays or dashboards. This system will serve as a platform on which new application can be hosted. This is also extended to district administration. So people will ask why you are talking about the concept. I say local area is now divided into two parts, the rural and urban. What is happening in rural? We are producing foods. There are a lot of mines, minerals. There are a lot of agriculture. So all these foods and vegetables, fruits and all produced and they are processed in the so food processing takes place in urban areas, mineral processing focused in the urban. What has happened? Since we have not considered the area, local area as a total development. So people have migrated from rural areas to urban. But if in the TODOLA model, let's say with connectivity, we have created a total development ecosystem in an area of 50 kilometer radius, so that all the local people can live there, use the public transport, and reach the nearest urban center and do their job and return back in the evening. So if we have similar teachers throughout the country, throughout India, so we will have total development of each local area, and people don't have to migrate from their villages to city. Instead, they will stay in their villages on Saturday and Sundays. They will give their time for agriculture or other activities, and they can focus on the total development of local area. And instead of migrating and living in a slum in city, they will live in their ancestral house, maybe for next 500 years. This is the objective. And as you know, we are flooded with information. Social media, internet is full of information. But whether these informations are leading to a total development of each local area or total development of each sector, for that we have to have meaningful, I'm saying meaningful communication. But this meaningless communication is irrelevant, disturbing, destructive, it's a cause of misery, it is also confusing. So if you have meaningful communication, this will lead to for total development, for happiness, for prosperity, optimum use of time of different individuals, different organizations, different components of the ecosystem, and then be focused with clarity. So I'm just giving some recommendations of TODOLA, that is Total Development Approach Local Area. Let the local educational institutions from schools onward have repositories of all the local resources available. Let the school teachers teach or the discuss among students how they can make total development of each local area. Let the different departments of government of India and also private organizations have import substitution plans in different product sections. And the digital innovation is a facilitator. It is aggregating and making people aware about different development. We can have TODOLA centers in each local area. Many of the works can be done nearer to the local areas where there can be requirements. We can have decent workplaces with high-speed broadband connectivity, can make each local area as an arm of a very big organization without forcing people to migrate unsustainably to costly big metro centers. This will also make optimized use of space and time. So digital innovation brings the advantage of many works which can be done from anywhere. Take the examples of mines and ports. Miners work in hazardous conditions. The digital innovation, they can stay in an air-conditioned room and operate the mining industry. So digital innovation is giving them an option in the air-conditioned control room and operate the mining 5G mobile connectivity. This is just one example. With one example, we can have similar examples in different sectors, different local areas, and different things. With this, I conclude my talk. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening this. And uh, so, we have come to the conclusion of my presentation. We have different speakers. Different speakers are also giving different presentations. I would like to collect all those presentations and also prepare. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me.